this slide back.
When you were little, what was the one thing you wanted most? Did you get it? Well, I didn't. I wanted a pony. And now that I'm old enough, I want one again. After some research, I realized that there are many horses looking for good homes. According to the American Horse Council and the USDA Census of Agriculture report in 2012, the total number of horses in Missouri was just over 120,000. The market on the horse industry has decreased due to the Old Slaughtering Act. And now, today we will talk about both sides of the horse slaughter controversy, and I want to persuade you to say yes to horse slaughter. Today, I want to ask you an important question. Where do the horses go? There are many different views about the horse slaughtering ban, and most have logical reasoning. As a potential horse buyer, I see neglect and abuse rising, which means more harm to more horses. Unfortunately, in today's society, there will always be people neglecting animals, just because they can. But for the horses being neglected because their owners can't afford to take care of them, they need an outlet for their horses. Most other species have that extra slaughter market for their animals. Examples are cattle, swine, chickens, and sheep. But now, where do the horses go? Since the horse owners don't have that outlet, they have found other ways of getting rid of their unwanted horses. Some organizations say that they would be perfectly good horses that could have found a great home. Well, how many horses does a person need? And if they can live for such a long time, why do you have to replace them? Obviously, they get old and tired from work. Now, what do you do with that well-aged, well-used, decent-aged horse? Keep it around as a pet? That requires food and water, which isn't cheap. Hay is about $125 a bale, and horses eat a lot. Do you put your horse down? What if you don't have that money? In today's world, I had a high school teacher, Miss Kimman, had to pay $105 to euthanize her horse. That's a lot of money that you could be spending to feed your family or pay the bills. These are trying times in our economy, and not everyone has the money to spend on their pets and hobbies. So where do the horses go? Most horse owners think of their horse as more of a pet instead of livestock. According to Merriam-Webster, livestock is defined as farm animals that are kept, raised, and used by people. That defines a horse. Even companion horses are kept, raised, and used by people. Livestock can be pets, but their main use is to help feed the Livestock can be used as pets, but their main use is to help feed the world population, just like cattle and hogs. So why do we waste horse meat when there are millions of humans starving to death daily? Most Americans don't assume or wish to assume horse meat for the fear of not knowing where the meat comes from. The article, Horse Meat, What's in It, says that many horse owners use a common drug called phenylbutazone, otherwise known as bute, as an inexpensive treatment for pain. And this is bute paste. Horses that have ever been given bute are not suitable for slaughter, and their meat is not safe for consumption. This poses a possible problem if the horse owner does not know the treatment of their horse. If horse slaughter were to begin again, we would need to be very careful about the horse's medical history and keep careful regulations to keep the meat safe. And the same with the population that is worried about the slaughtering plants being abusive and unsanitary, like other horse slaughtering plants in other countries. If we were to open a horse slaughtering plant in the United States, we could regulate all of that. We can make it so the horses were slaughtered humanely, just like the cattle, chicken, and hogs. And being sanitary is not hard as long as the proper procedure is being used and the facility was being inspected. We also need to consider what the horse slaughter ban has done to the economy. The slaughter ban has destroyed it. Now that the ban has been lifted, we can fix the horse industry. Many people think of a horse as pretty young and healthy, But if we really want to get into the equine industry, there are many other factors that define a horse as good. There are working horses and good companion horses. But there are also horses that aren't good for anything and force the producer to sell that horse for an unfair price. Now that there is nowhere for that horse to go, if that producer had a slaughter plant to take the horse to, he could actually make a fair trade, and the horse could be used to feed humans or be used in byproduct. I know every economy goes through downfalls, but in this case, the effects of the slaughter ban have been difficult on those who make a living in the equine industry. In European countries, horse meat is considered a delicacy. And this is a picture of horse meat ready to sell in market. If we could open horse slaughtering plants, we could benefit from that demand for meat. The horse economy would be able to start responding to the demand by increasing exports. In Europe, the average price for a pound of meat is $20, according to the website Save the American Horse. Instead of other countries like Mexico and Canada, who are getting paid money for their horse meat, it could be us benefiting from that demand for the meat. Horses are used for companionship, showmanship, horse racing, therapy, and different types of work. They are normally used as a symbol for speed, wind, and freedom. I want you to close your eyes. What do you see? I see a beautiful white horse running around a bright green pasture with his tail up, loving life. But what will we do when you think of a horse as an old piece of skin and bones in a muddy, disgusting lawn? I don't want the next generation to think of that when somebody talks about a horse. If we don't start opening horse slaughtering plants, then that's what's going to happen. So, do you know where the horses should go?